maybe that's okay.
Well, how do you make that scene? Do they take a photo? How do you create the scene like this?
We'll be delighted to show you. Just a minute. It's coming up. Does anybody recognize this woman?
One of my students.
Anybody seen this? You know who this is? You've seen her on campus? This is an avatar. This is an avatar. This is the level of realism that's possible. The reason we don't have it is because of bandwidth limitations. But on a local machine, this is done with a program called Poser. And some of the models that you see modeling clothes these days are no longer people. You can get this kind of realism, and you can put them in any position you want, and you don't have to pay them these high prices. Prices for fashion models.
Well,
We can.
does this technology have anything to do with what they did on American Idol, bringing Elvis back?
What they did with where?
On American Idol, they had Celine Dion sing a song with Elvis, and they used some incredible technology that might be similar to this. If you listen, how they do it, how they do it.
Could be. Beware now. So what you see on the two sides is this virtual world where it's a shared space among thousands and thousands of people. This is a program. This is a figure editing program that's standalone on your computer. This is something you can design. The program is called Poser, P-O-S-E-R, and they're now up to level 7, Poser 7.0. It's not cheap. It costs like $500 or something like that. But this is the level, and you start off with some sort of standard people, and then you can modify them. And you can put them in any position, but they're not animated. This is just to give you an idea of the level. This is where we're going, folks. We can eventually get to this level. And one of the things that's going to take us there is something called GameRail. GameRail is like a high-speed intranet with special pathways for people sharing 3D environments. I mean, people are out. The demand is so high. I mean, millions of people want more speed on this stuff. So there's effort to get there. Now I'm going to do one of these. Something that's always a little bit scary to do when you're giving a talk is to give a demo. And fortunately, I've got some good group members that are helping me with this. We want to demonstrate, what we think is. I'm trying to demonstrate some basic social group collaboration. And one notion of this is called the barn raising. For those of you that know American history, the pioneers would get together in a small village. No individual farmer could put up the big structure of a barn, so the whole village would come together to help them build the barn. This is called the barn raising. So a barn raising occurs when a community actively decides to come to the same place at the same time to help achieve some specific goal. The goal may be of direct interest to a subset of the community, such as raising a new barn for an individual community member, or it may be a superordinate goal of interest to the entire community, such as a new school. Barn raising makes the impossible possible through social collaboration. It's pretty much impossible for one person to raise a barn. The main part of the process is taking two framed walls that have been built, lying on the ground like that, and raising them to vertical. Thus, barn raising demands collaboration in a way that other activities do not. Okay, folks, so now I'm going to move it over. You can watch these guys. I'm going to try to get on, and I'm going to try to switch my screen over now and see if I can be an observer and give you yet another perspective. Okay, I want you guys now to start putting up the barn.
Flipping Superman.
Maybe you need help?
Well, they need help. It's like Superman, isn't it?
Well, so you're, is that you? You're, well, I should change. Okay. So pi had a little difficulty because remember this is new technology. Pi is going to be me. So this is, pi has got my, we can switch bodies here too, so. And I'm going to be the little. Okay, now we got the guys working together to put up, whoops. There goes the, this is why we need collaboration. You can't just put up the wall and it's not going to stay there. I'm going to force the sun to make me move. Now I can't resist flying around either, so. Yeah, I can walk. Now I'm going to fly, because I want to get a top-down view of them, so I'm going to fly up here. I'm going to look down. Oops. Down. Now I'm going to sort of rotate around. Okay, so you can see our barn gradually coming together. And what you can also see in this demo is you have multiple perspectives. If I put this, how does it work? It's called mouse hook. When I put it on mouse hook, then you see it through the eyes of the avatar. what we did in my class, just starting off, we had as a sort of a midterm kind of project. The goal was to get them to think about working in